Today we're seeing if Patrick Mahomes can save the worst teams in the NFL. The first team we're going to put him on is the Tennessee Titans. That is a 79 overall, but with Patrick Mahomes, they're now at 81 with the 80 offense and 83 defense. He really doesn't have any weapons besides for Calvin Ridley, at least Tony Pollard to 86 overall. Mainly it's going to be the defense that helps them out because they do have some studs on there. Don't know what it is, but I feel like Patrick Mahomes just fits a Titans uniform for some reason. He must be cooking on this first drive because we're on the 32-yard line already, and we throw an absolute dot to Tyler Boyd, and we're already on the scoreboard. Set it to where I only have to play the key moments in this game. So when I hop back in the game, we are losing 17-14 with 3 seconds left in the first half. Throw this Hail Mary to Calvin Ridley and we score. I'm throwing it deep downfield. It's right on the touchdown line. Oh, and I thought I was going to make that catch too. In the first half, it doesn't look like our offense is the reason that we're losing the game. It's our defense. Of course, the one thing that I hyped up beforehand is the reason why we're losing this game. Second half, we're in the red zone. Once again, a little play action pass and circle is kind of open. He catches the ball and gets inside the 5-yard line. Then we go ahead and hit Westbrook on an amazing pass. That's actually Patrick Mahomes' third touchdown on the day as well. The bad thing is our defense is still sucking somehow, so we are still losing 27-21 with less than 2 minutes left. I got to clutch up and take this team all the way down for a touchdown. Leave no time left on clock because I do not trust this defense right now. With a great pass and a little quarterback sneak from Patrick Mahomes, we're already inside the 10-yard line. With the clock running all the way down to 44 seconds. I don't know why the Bears haven't called a timeout yet, but I guess we've seen that before. 35 seconds left here. I don't want to get a touchdown right now, so throw it to the 5. 7 seconds left, and I'm going to call a timeout. I guess they were really trusting their defense to stop me right now. I mean, we have Patrick Mahomes. We have to score here, all right? Take the snap, looks for triangle. Tony Pollard is in for the touchdown. Probably the game-winning one as long as we make the field goal. That would be just the Titans luck if they missed that. Just to pretty much win the game, and it is up, and it is good. Yes, it is game. We win 28-27. End up having 275 yards, 4 touchdowns to 1 interception. I was a little bit skeptical about him being on the Titans, but I'm not gonna lie. If the defense actually lives up to their name, I actually think that they will do decent. Just in the rest of the regular season, and we ended up going 8-9. I'm not going to confidently say that Patrick Mahomes saved the Titans because they didn't make the playoffs or anything like that, but 8-9 is a lot better than they would have done without him. Mahomes didn't even have 4,000 yards with 3,856, 25 touchdowns to 17 interceptions. Honestly, those aren't good stats. He didn't do good this season. I don't know how they got 8-9 record. Next team I actually find very interesting is going to be the New York Giants. They were a 78 overall without Mahomes, but now they're 80 overall with an 80 offense and 81 defense. I think this team is very interesting because he actually has a wide receiver 1 in Malik Neighbors, but doesn't have a running back or a wide receiver 2. I feel like they have a much better defense too with some studs out there like Dexter Lawrence and Brian Burns. Started the season off 1-1 and beating the Vikings, but losing to the Commanders. Against the Browns, that should be a W, which it is. Now they have 3 tough opponents coming up in the Cowboys, Seahawks, and Bengals. Lose to the Cowboys, actually do beat the Seattle Seahawks 41-35 and beat the Bengals as well. Cooking so far, they're at a 4-2 record. The matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles next, and we're actually going to hop in this one because this is very important because number 1 is a tough team, and number 2, that's the team they're probably going to have to beat to actually win the division. And with about 3.5 minutes left until halftime, actually struggling to score points, losing 10-0. We are right outside the red zone though, so I'm going to hop in and try to get it here. And a perfect pass to Malik Neighbors, a great catch as well. Hopping on another 3rd and 8 here. The game must really not want us to win this. Check it down to our running back, and we almost get there 1 yard short. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes though, so we have to go for this. We end up throwing it, but we got hit, and it's an incomplete pass. I don't really know how, but we end up scoring a touchdown before halftime, so we're only down 3 points. But yeah, I know we didn't score a touchdown, but at least we're still in this game. Flood concept here, and we have to get this ball out quick to triangle, and he catches it, and we're in for a touchdown. Thank God Wando Robinson exists. Fast forward a little bit in this game with about 1.5 minutes left in it. We're still losing 17-14, so only 3 points, and we're also already in the red zone. We throw it to our tight end, and he almost gets the first down. Let's run it with Tyron Tracy Jr. He does get the end zone for the touchdown. We're in the lead now, and only with 5 seconds. That is probably going to be game. Yes, it is. We end up winning this game of 21-17. We played in 2 games so far, and both of those were nail biters. But let's continue this great season with the Giants. We beat the Steelers, Commanders, and the Panthers. So heading our bye week in week 11, we are 8-2 on the season so far. I think I've seen enough. Let's go ahead and sim to the playoffs and see if we end up at least winning this division. And we actually go 10-7. Now we didn't win the division because the Cowboys are 11-6, and they probably won over the Philadelphia Eagles. But at least we made the playoffs with the wild card spot. Mahomes still didn't have a 4,000 yard season with 22 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, so at least he did protect the ball a little bit more. I'm interested to see how many yards Malik Neighbors had. Right over 1,000 with 5 touchdowns. And then Darius Slayton had 898 with 5 touchdowns as well, and Rodnell Robinson actually had 10. Halftime is a tie game, 14-14. We go down to get a touchdown and another one. Oh my God, are we actually about to win a playoff game? Cowboys do score one, trying to fight back, but we do end up winning this game with 28-21. I really didn't think we were going to see the day. The next game's against the 12-5 Packers, and at halftime it is a tie game once again. The Packers go score another touchdown, but so do we. Still a tie game in late in the fourth quarter, and then they go ahead and score a game-winning field goal. Patrick Mahomes doesn't get another opportunity to have the ball. Just like that, his reign with the New York Giants is officially over. I highly doubt he's going to have that kind of run with any other team, but it's only one way to find out, and it's to put him on our next team, which is going to be the New England Patriots. Now, Patrick Mahomes, they were 78 overall. Now with the star quarterback, they are at 80 overall as well with the 80 offense and 81 defense. I hate to say it, but I really don't see him doing anything with this Patriots team. I mean, the offense is god-awful. His top receivers is 77 overall, and the offensive line really doesn't look great either. While the defense does have a couple of studs on it, like Jabril Peppers and Christian Gonzalez, but other than that, it's not great either. We win with just barely losing Cincinnati Bengals by 3 points. Week 2, we are blowing out the Seattle Seahawks right now. I think that is one uniform that we've played with so far that doesn't fit him as the New England Patriots, but he is cooking so far. Throw it to Kendrick Bourne. We're to the 20, 10-5, and almost a touchdown. We're on the 1-yard line. It's all good. We'll just dump this one off to Ramondre Stevenson. Just like that, we already have scored a touchdown with Patrick Mahomes. We end up winning this game as well, 24-3. Patrick Mahomes ended up leading the New England Patriots to only 8-9 record, so below 500. We're obviously not making the playoffs with that. Patrick Mahomes, once again, didn't have a 4,000-yard season. Can he at least have a 4,000-yard season with one of these teams? 37 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions, though, is an amazing ratio. That we only have one more team left to do, and the fourth worst team in the game is my Carolina Panthers. Now, I don't want to trash my own team because I actually do have hope for us this year. In the game, we just don't have a great roster. Before we got Patrick Mahomes, we were 79 overall. After acquiring Patrick Mahomes, we're actually the highest rated one in this video at 81 overall, at 83, and a 79 defense. Very interesting because there's definitely some lackluster spots on this offense, but we have one of the better running backs in Chuba Hubbard, and the offensive line actually looks pretty good as well. The defense kind of sucks, though, I'm not going to lie. We start inside our own 5-yard line. But I throw the deep ball to David Moore, and he made an incredible catch. This Saints player just got mossed, and I'm not going to lie, I hate the Saints, so I love to see it. Once again, inside the red zone, looking around, and I throw it to Jatavion Sanders, and he gets another touchdown. We're beating them down right now, 21-0. With that, I think I also seen enough, so I'm going to send the rest of this game. We end up beating them on scoring 31 points. Yeah, this Panthers offense is going to be dangerous. Since to the end of regular season, and I'm praying for a playoff spot, I really think he can do it, especially since we're in a weak NFC South division. We actually went 10-7, but for some reason, we're not in the playoffs. How do we not get in the playoffs with a 10-7 record? Which team in the NFC South had a better record than that? It was the Buccaneers at a 12-5 record. Now, even though we didn't make the playoffs, him leading us to a 10-7 record is actually really good. We should have made the playoffs with that. Mahomes finally had a 4,000-yard season. Almost had a 5,000-yard one with 42 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Just seeing him have such a great season actually makes me mad that we didn't make the playoffs. Out of the 4 teams, at least we got one good season with the New York Giants. That's going to be it for this video, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check you guys out next time. Peace.